Hey guys, we're back today with a new video. This time we're going to do some Zodiac combos. I've been messing around with a lot of cool stuff in the new format. This deck is still really busted and really fun. And there's a lot of really cool things that you can use to innovate and play with the deck now. I definitely think it's still the best deck. We'll just have to go through and see how the format goes. But let's just get started right into it. Alright, so let's look at our standard zoo combo. This is our normal combo. We open one rat, we can still get a pop and a draw. So we'll go with normal rat effects, and Ram Ram. Ram Ram's really good right now. From there, we'll overlay Hammer Kong. Hammer Kong will detach and special summon our other rat from deck. And then from there, we overlay Broad Bull onto the Hammer Kong, detach, and search at any zoo, generally Whiptail, Thoroughblade, anything along those lines. From there, we'll just make Chakanine, detach, special summon the Ram Ram. From there, we're going to overlay Borbo, and then overlay Drident. Drident effect will pop the Ram Ram. Ram Ram effect will activate, special summon the rat, and then from there you can make any rank 4, so you can make Dweller, you can make Tornado Dragon, you can make Emerald, still busted, I mean drawing card, pretty good, and you just shuffle back all the combo pieces and your Xyz, and then draw free cards, so you'll still have 4 other cards in hand and a pop a draw, so that's pretty good. So let's say we don't have rat starting out. So if we don't have rat, one of the better combos that we can open is actually Thoroughblade and Ram Ram. So this combo is really busted. It gets a lot better if you can hit Barrage. If you hit Barrage, also what you can do after this. But this is the standard combo that I would do with Thoroughblade and Ram Ram without rat. You don't necessarily want to do this if you have literally no protection at all, but if you have 2 to 3 negations and you're not going to die, I think this is probably the better opening to do. You normal your Thoroughblade, pitch your Ram Ram, you get a draw. So there's our draw. We then will go into Hammer Kong, Broad Bull, the attach to add rat. From there, we'll go into Chakanine and detach and special summon the Ram Ram. From here, we'll go into Drident. Drident will pop your Ram Ram and special back the Thoroughblade. So we'll get Thoroughblade's effect again. Thoroughblade effect will draw you another card. And then from here, what we're going to do is a little tricky. See, we'll have to get rid of our Drident, but you'll overlay for Tiger Mortar, detach, equip the rat, detach the rat, special summon the rat from deck, and then we can make Emerald, and then draw a 3rd card. So off of 2 cards, we end with 5. And with other trap cards, you could possibly draw even more hand traps, other traps. And this sets you up really well for next turn. You'll just have enough resources to keep going. It's really good. And then we'll go and talk about a combo that you can do if you had the Barrage. Because if you have the Barrage, you end with the Trident, and it's just a lot better. This is the worst version of opening. Like, this is just opening this and Ram Ram and like 3 other shit cards, or possibly traps. It just depends. We'll go into that combo next. Alright, so let's look at the combo now whenever we open Barrage with the Thoroughblade Ram Ram. So essentially what we're going to do is the standard stuff. Normal Thoroughblade, pitch the Ram Ram, draw a card. So now we have a draw. From here, what we're going to do is overlay the Hammer Kong Broad Bull, as usual. You will then detach the Hammer Kong to add the rat. From here, what we're going to do is overlay into Chakanine, detach the Thoroughblade. We'll then special summon the Ram Ram. From here, what we're going to do is activate our Barrage. The Barrage will pop our Ram Ram and special Thoroughblade from the grave. Thoroughblade will also go off, and Barrage will get us another copy of Ram Ram from deck. Discard, draw a card. Then from here, what we're going to do is we can go for our rat play. So we will then overlay Tiger Mortar onto this, summon rat from deck, overlay rat and Thoroughblade for Emerald, discard pitch, and draw another card. So we will end then with Trident, Emerald, Ram, Barrage, and 3 cards off of those 3. Barrage will help us get to plays next turn, free draws, and if we get board wiped, we then have a way to summon another guy. If you somehow happen to draw a combo through this is really good then, because you can summon back your Xyz and then equip Whiptail. So summon back Trident and equip Whiptail is really busted. And ending with Ram is always good. This is one of your better combos, more go-to than just normal summoning a rat. It's really busted. It's really good. So next, let's look at a different combo that use playing Brilliant Fusion and Bearman, which I opt out of playing. Obviously, it kind of breaks. It's got its inconsistencies, but you get to draw 3 cards, which is pretty busted. So we'll take a look at that after this. Alright, so here's another combo that I figured out while I was pissing around with the deck post-format. I was thinking about a way to play Brilliant Fusion and Bearman in the deck, get you 3 draws first turn. It's just really, really awkward, and there's no other way to do it unless you open Rat and Brilliant Fusion. So, Bearman Combo has to be hung up, but I'll still show it to you because it's cool as shit. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hold on to the Fusion. We're going to summon Rat. Alright, Rat effect. You're going to pitch your down, your Ram. From here, what we're going to do is the normal Zoo combo. You will Hammer Kong, detach, special out Rat. You're going to go into Broad Bowl, effect, and search out the Bearman. From here, what we're going to do is then make Chalkanine, detach the Chalkanine, 2 special back Ram. Then what you'll do, she'll go into Borbo, Trident, pop, Ram, summon this guy. So we have 2 or 3. From there, we'll also have Bearman in hand. We're going to then Brilliant Fusion. Now, if you notice, if we use Summon Trick Clown off this, alright, if we Summon Trick Clown, we will not have enough room to actually make the Bearman, so we're just going to send Trick Clown and the Garnet. The Trick Clown's okay. You see, we were still also playing Ghost Ogre and things like that, so you have other light targets if you do so choose. The Trick Clown's just in there for, if they disrupt this combo, you can then make a rank 4, which isn't too bad. So we'll send those 2. Especially your Seraphonite extra normal, and then summon the Bearman. We're then going to make Giant Trainer, and then draw 3 cards. Off of 2 cards, we now have 5 more in hand, and 2800 attacker and a pop, with this bitch just sitting in defense. So, it's really cool too, and it also really works if you play Ghost Ogre. You can use the additional normal summon to make Omega, which is kind of cool, I guess. Any level 8 synchros. This about wraps up the combos. These are most of the main combos that you can do. The deck has tons of endless combos and different things that you do throughout the game, which is just awesome. It's a very skill intensive deck. It's really fun. I really enjoy this deck a lot. Probably what I'm going to play at Nationals. Any questions, feel free to comment. I'll happily answer anything you guys got. Thanks guys. Appreciate you watching. Enjoy your night.